morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first video in April. How exciting. I feel like we have got so much to catch up on, lots to update you on, lots to chat about. But first of all, I just want to say how not okay I am with the weather today. We literally went from last week 20 degrees, sunshine, blue skies, wearing shorts and dresses and t-shirts, to 2 degrees, rain and snow in some places, and freezing cold weather. I'm so not okay with this. It's almost like the UK is just like, it's hit April and the UK's been like, nah, not really in the mood to give you spring anymore. I'm so not right with this. I just want beautiful spring weather. I just want to be wearing my pretty dresses, my sliders, and embracing all the spring vibes. Although I feel like the dress today, I feel like this is kind of the perfect dress for this weather. This is the dress that you would have seen in my wedding guest dress video, but I feel like this is the kind of dress that I can definitely wear for like a day-to-day basis. Like, it's a little bit formal for some people, but for me I think it's just a very nice like everyday kind of dress. I actually have my mum's birthday this weekend and I'm planning on wearing this down for my mum's birthday because it's such a beautiful dress. Like, the colour of it is very spring vibes. It's really giving me, you know, spring kind of like colouring, but it's actually a really thick dress. It is double lined, so like the skirt is like got quite a few layers to it. Obviously it's long sleeves, so you can wear thermals underneath if it really does get cold enough for that. It's got quite a high neckline. I've personally decided just to kind of like open it up because I'm wearing my Monica Vinader necklace underneath, but you could wear it fully done up if you wanted to, but I think I prefer it just being a little bit more open. I've cinched it in at the waist, and you could even wear like leggings and boots underneath this. This is the perfect kind of dress for now. So I'm actually really warm in this dress. I was worried that I was going to get a little bit chilly today, but actually I think this is just the perfect dress for this kind of weather. So I'm loving today's outfit, giving me the spring vibes even if the weather isn't. But as you would have seen this morning, I've already made myself my morning coffee, and I thought we would just sit down and have a little bit of a chat, because if you're a regular viewer around here, you may have noticed that there wasn't an upload on Sunday, and I just want to let you guys know now that things are going to be changing around here a little bit, and I'm going to be switching things up. So I thought I would just kind of chat through them with you, explain what's going to be happening, because I always want to keep you guys in the loop of everything. And this is something that I've been thinking about for like a really long time now, and kind of like debating between, and I feel like now is like the perfect time. So if you've been around for a while, you'll know my regular upload schedules is Sundays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I usually upload 3 times a week, and that's something that I've done for maybe about a year now. I think I started doing 3 videos maybe about this time last year, maybe summer of last year. I can't remember exactly, but I have been doing 3 videos a week for a really long time now, and I have literally never missed an upload. I'm pretty sure, no, that's a lie. One time I scrapped an upload because I knew I was going to be at a wedding that night and I didn't want to have to worry about uploading my YouTube videos. So one time in September of last year. Other than that, never missed an upload. Like, I am so adamant with my videos, and like, I never like to be late with them. I never like to miss them. I really want to make sure that they're like up there ready for you guys so that you can watch them. You know exactly when to expect them, you know exactly when to watch them. And I feel like it's time for a little bit of a change and a little bit of kind of like a reassess, because basically now's the perfect time for that, because I'm starting to get a little bit busier now, and I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit more stretched across different like channels and different platforms, and it kind of got to a point where my 3 videos were taking up a lot more time and I wasn't able to dedicate as much time to like other aspects of it. Like, obviously there's so many parts of this job that like are behind the scenes that you guys don't see as much, and I feel like I wasn't able to dedicate as much time to them as I needed, and it started getting to a point where I felt like my videos were getting a little bit rushed, and I was watching them back thinking this would have been so much better if I just had a little bit more time. I was able to stretch it out a little bit more. I'm really enjoying doing my weekly vlogs at the moment, where I'm taking you along for maybe like 2-3 days. We're doing a little bit more of like a prolonged vlog. I used to always be like, nah, I could never do that because I talk too much, but actually I'm really enjoying doing those more, just because it gives me a little bit more like freedom and a little bit less pressure to like get the video up, because I know I've got a little bit more time before the video needs to go live. So it's kind of like one of those things where I just want to make sure that I'm providing you with like the highest quality videos, the best content, the most interesting stuff to be able to like show you. I'm not rushing, I'm not pressured, and I just want to make sure that I am providing the best content that I can. And I feel like maybe dropping down to 2 videos will help me to do that. It will mean that I can do like more weekly vlogs. My videos can be a little bit more chilled out. I can show you a bit more things. Although that being said, I do actually have a Zara haul coming. I'm not gonna lie, I placed like the biggest Zara order last night, so that will be coming over the next, maybe the next video, maybe the one after that. I will have to check my schedule, but it would just mean that I'm able to kind of be a little bit less high pressure with my videos, and I can just enjoy them a little bit more, and hopefully me enjoying them will be more enjoyable for you guys to watch. So I'm just going to be doing it as a little bit of like a trial throughout April, seeing how it works. I can always bump back up to my 3 videos a week come May if I want to, if I feel like the video is getting too long, I've got too much to say, too much to talk about, but especially with just how much busier I am at the moment, how much more time I need to be able to dedicate to other things, and we've got a few kind of like life changes happening at the moment, which I should hopefully be able to talk to you guys a bit more about in maybe in a couple of weeks, not just yet, but we've got some things happening as well. So it just means that I'm able to kind of like manage expectations and let you know that videos are going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays here on out. And it also just means that it gives me a little bit more of a weekend. I'm really starting to get to a point where like on a Sunday, having to take myself away from like family or friends or whatever we're doing, and I'll always be stressed out on a Sunday. I'd be like, I need to make sure the video's up. Is the video live? I haven't uploaded it yet. Oh my god, I need to get it up. And it just wasn't becoming as enjoyable. So I hope that's okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I feel like I want to keep the Tuesdays and Thursdays just in case I want to bump it back up to the 3 videos that I can always just add that Sunday a video. But if you're someone that normally watches at the weekend, then hopefully those 2 videos you'll be able to like maybe save for the weekend, or you can watch throughout the week. So hope those changes are okay. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button just so that you don't ever miss an upload. I know some of you guys watch these videos and you're not actually subscribed. You tend to just kind of like come over whenever you see like I'll put it on my stories on Instagram, but it would really make my day and really help me out if you did hit that subscribe button, just because it helps me out so much to kind of know like what kind of videos you guys want to see, knowing that you're coming back. It really helps me out. So if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, hope those changes are okay. Just wanted to give you a little bit of a catch up and a little bit of an update of what's going to be happening for the month of April. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to tell you more about what's happening soon. So I've just come to sit in here to chat through a few new bits that arrived that I wanted to unbox with you, that I'm super excited about, from Typology. And you guys will know Typology is a brand that I really love. I feel like they're the first brand that I ever used that really kind of introduced me to a bit more like, I don't want to say like harsh skincare, but like proper skincare, do you know what I mean? Not just moisturizer and eye cream. Like they've got really great products. They're the first one that ever introduced me to like hyaluronic acid and things like that. So I really love Typology as a brand, and they offered to send me over a few bits because they're very aware that I'm on like a bit of a skincare journey at the moment. They asked if I wanted to receive some new like in bits, and then maybe we could do a bit of an updated skincare routine. Let me know if that's something you want to see. I feel like my skin is looking really good, but every time that I'm like talking about updated skin, I always seem to get one little flare up. So at the moment I just have the tiniest little right here, like a little flare up, but other than that it's looking really good. Like it's feeling so much healthier, so much less congested. I'm really making an effort to like really look after it, because I feel like you've got one face, you know what I mean? You need to look after it. So thought I could unbox what we have in here. So the first one, oh my god, okay, I'm gonna put this down so it's not too rustly. I really needed this. It is the SPF, and I really like this one. I took this one, when did I last use this? I can't remember when I last used this, but this is actually one of my favorite SPFs. It's only an SPF 30, but I feel like it's enough for me when it's not like summer. Like basically between autumn and spring, I'll usually go for an SPF 30, and then in the height of summer, I'll go for an SPF 50. So this is a really gorgeous, it's the Creme Solaire with aloe vera, and it's a really nice one. So it just says face cream, apply evenly on face and neck, 20 minutes before sun exposure, reapply every 2 hours. I'm not very good at reapplying my sun cream, but I really like that. It's not too like greasy, it's not heavy, it's a really lightweight one. Really nice one. So super excited about a top up of that. Next is something that I've not actually tried before. This is a gel with aloe vera and orange blossom. It says that it's a face and body gel enriched with aloe vera, bisabolol, and orange blossom hydrate. So I think this is basically just a moisturizer. Oh, I really love the packaging of Typology, like really classic, this kind of old I love this in a hand cream. I love keeping these like beside where I sit. I think it is just like, I don't think it's a face cream. I think it's more just like a body cream. Oh yeah, face and body. I love keeping these like where I sit, and then I can just like, you know, moisturize my hands when I'm watching TV, or I keep them where I work, or I just like keep them dotted about the flat, because I really like to be able to just like reach for things like this. I just love that. Does that not just look absolutely amazing? I feel like that would make a really nice gift. And then lastly, I've saved the best till last. We've got a top up of the hyaluronic acid. This is literally the best hyaluronic acid I have ever used. I've tried different ones, I've gone to different like brands and tried different serums and formulas and everything like that. Nothing compares to this. I feel like this really just like revitalizes my skin, and I find hyaluronic acid for me really helps with like scarring and stuff, and just helps my skin kind of like speed up the process of repairing. I guess kind of makes sense because obviously there is hyaluronic acid in your skin. I guess if you're giving it like a little bit of a boost of it, it's kind of a way of being like, here's a bit of a helping hand. So it just comes in this really gorgeous like bottle. It's got like a little pipette, which is great because it means that you're not applying too much. I think it looks so, I love how old-fashioned their branding is. It's just so cool. Like it looks like this could have come from, you know, like a vintage pharmacy. But it just says hydration face serum, apply 2 to 3 drops on face AM and PM. So you can literally use this morning and night, which I think is absolutely great. And it's not too spenny as well. Like it's a really fair price. So I will link all of these items down below, but my hero Typology product is definitely the hyaluronic acid. As I said, it's literally what's got me, like the first thing that I ever used that got me hooked on like really like high quality good skincare, really looking into how I'm looking after my skin, what products I'm using, what chemicals I'm putting into it. So would definitely recommend this. Oh my god, I realized actually I haven't updated you on the latest with my knee. Let's have a little sit down, and I can give you the latest, because I think the last I told you was that I'm due another MRI. So I had my MRI done last week, and oh my god, it was it's a bit of an ordeal. So basically I arrived, and if you know with MRI scans you've got like a lot of kind of like things you need to get through. Like you need to like tick a lot of boxes. Like you're definitely not pregnant, you definitely don't have any implants, you don't have like heart problems, or you know, things like that. Just because with an MRI you have to be like very careful. You can't have any metal, no earrings in, can't wear your glasses, things like that. So it's like a long process before you go, and like they do ask you to get there like 20 minutes early. So anyway, got there 20 minutes early, was speaking to the nurse, and you know, we were doing all the things and it was absolutely fine, and he took me through, and I saw the machine, and I was thinking that's really weird that the thing's set up on the wrong leg, but I was like, oh, I'm sure he'll fix it in a minute. And he turned and looked at me and was like, so right knee, yes? And I was like, no, it's the left one. And I think a lot of people joke about it, like when people are like, oh, right leg, they're like, no, it's the left, lol, I'm just joking. And he looked at me and he was like, are you being serious? And I was like, no, I'm being deadly serious. And I just saw his face drop, and he was like, okay, I need to, give me a minute, I need to go speak to the radiologist. So he went through into the other room, and a few minutes later the radiologist came out to me, and she was like, I'm really sorry, but all of our legal documents say right knee, so we can't legally give you an MRI today. And I was just like, okay, so what do I do? And bearing in mind, like, wait times at the moment are ridiculous, so it took me a long time to wait for this MRI. So it's like, I don't want to have to go home after this, because, you know, I've been waiting long enough. So I was like, what do I do? She was like, well, you're going to need to go and speak to your doctor. And I was like, you can't give me, and it's the other knee, can you not just give it to me? She was kind of explaining, and I was like, I get it. So she was like, we've obviously been essentially prescribed a knee to scan. It would be like if your doctor prescribed paracetamol and I gave you ibuprofen. If you're not from the UK, you might not know the particular brands, but it's like basically if a doctor prescribed something, they didn't have it in stock, and so the pharmacist was like, oh, I'll just give you this instead. Like, they can't legally do that, which is kind of fair enough. But I was like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? Like, I've come all the way down, like, you know, I've taken the morning off work. And she wasn't like rude, but she was just a bit like, nothing I can do. And I just said, look, I got an email copy of the reference, like the referral from my doctor. Surely I would have spotted that they put the wrong knee in. So I said to her, it's okay if I just go, because like you have to put your phone in a locker, like obviously my watch in a locker, keys and stuff like that. So I was like, is it okay if I just go and check my phone and just double check that it definitely says right knee? And she was kind of like, yeah, okay, fine, go and double check. Like, I could tell she was thinking it's not going to make any difference. Like, all this like legal documents that we have say right knee. So anyway, went through, checked in the email, first line of the email, left knee. So I was like, right. It's clearly not my doctor's fault. It's clearly not our fault. So I came back to her and showed her the email, and she was like, oh, okay, that means that it was a mistake from the hospital. I was like, right, so what do we do? Because before she was telling me you've got to go home and phone your doctor and try and book in another appointment. I was like, what do we do now? She was like, okay, I can fix this, but I do need like 4 signatures or something, because I think they need like lots of doctors to sign off on it in order to make it like legal. So I was like, okay. So she's like, I'm really sorry, you're gonna have to wait. So I had to sit down and wait for like another half an hour in the waiting room while she, bless her, had to go and like run around the hospital trying to get these doctors' signatures for this MRI. So she finally came back and was like, I'm so sorry about the wait. And I was like, look, it's not your fault, it's fine. But like, I'm glad that we checked, because if you'd sent me home, I would, you know, I would have realised it once I got home that it wasn't like our fault. So yeah, so we came back in, finally got the MRI done. So I was at the hospital for like 2 hours when I should have been there for like 45 minutes. So yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, oh my god, that could have been an absolute disaster. I hadn't like put my foot down. I felt a little bit like a Karen, being like, sorry, can you check again please? But I'm glad I did, because if I just like listened to her and just gone home, then I would have called the doctor and he would have been like, no, I put the right, you know, I put the left knee, like not the right knee. And it would have been another few weeks till I had to wait till the next MRI became available. So, oh my god, absolute ordeal. And it was one of those things where I was like, what do I do? This isn't my fault, like what am I supposed to be doing here? But yes, we've had the MRI, waiting for the, well, we've had the doctors have the results, but again, wait times, I don't think there's an available appointment till like the beginning of May, I think I'm booked in for. So I'm hoping that maybe like a cancellation will come up, and I can like maybe see the doctor sooner. But it's one of those things where it's now another just waiting game, which I feel like has just been the epitome of what my knee issues have been. If you've not been keeping up with my knee issues, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, I've been having ongoing knee problems, and we're having to do MRIs, and potentially surgery might be an option, but we're hoping it's not going to get to that stage. So yeah, so it's another waiting game till I can see the doctor and he can go through the MRI results with me. But yeah, that's one of those stories where I really love. There's a song, and I can't remember the name of the song, but in it goes, 100 bad days means 100 good stories, and 100 good stories makes me interesting in parties. And every time something goes wrong, I literally sing that in my head. Like, you get stuck at the airport, you miss your flight, or so, it's like one of those things where at the moment you're like, and it's like a really big, like, oh no, like a massive disaster, but actually it's a funny story to be able to tell later, like at parties. And I just, if ever you're having a bad day, just remember that song. 100 bad days means 100 good stories, and 100 good stories makes me interesting at parties. I love it. I'll see if I can find the song maybe and link it down below if you guys want to listen to it, because it's a really cute song. But yeah, anyway, wanted to tell you about that because that was such a such an ordeal. So glad that we managed to get through it. So glad I managed to actually have the MRI that day, but it was a close call. Guess who's got her favourite robe back on? So it's quite a while later. You can see the tripod set up behind me because I basically had an afternoon of filming reels. I filmed 3 reels, which I think you may have seen a couple already, you might not have seen all of them. I'm basically wanting to bring my petite girl guides again, doing lots of like spring fashion dressing, lots of get ready with me's. I'm really enjoying filming them. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure to go and follow me over there, because there's a lot more like fashion happening over there. And I'm also uploading a lot more onto my TikTok. So if you're on TikTok and you want a big mixture of basically just like lots of different things, like I do some like funny things, I do some fashiony things, I do lots of outfit of the days, lots more fashion stuff over there. So make sure you're following me on TikTok as well. But I just wanted to get into my robe because it's about 6 o'clock now, so time to start clocking off, getting off my makeup and getting myself just ready for a nice relaxing evening. I think plan is to binge watch Interior Design Masters. I didn't realise it was back. I am not very good at like keeping up with TV. I don't really watch all that much TV. Like of an evening we usually sit down and we watch an hour or 2 of TV and then head to bed. And I've seen that Interior Design Masters is back. I'm so excited. I think they're about 3 or 4 episodes in at the moment, so I've got a lot to catch up on. So I'm basically just going to do one every night over the course of this week so that I can catch up. But if you don't know Interior Design Masters, oh my god, it is absolutely amazing. It's basically, I can't remember how many there are at the start, maybe about 12 to 16 budding interior designers get given these tasks from Michelle Gunderhin, who is a queen of interior design. She does such gorgeous interior design, and they get given different tasks each week. So it can be a show home, it can be a shop, it can be a hotel room, like lots of different things. And they basically just get tested. They get given different like challenges each week, different kind of themes, different like sometimes they have to work together, sometimes it's like an individual project. So it's really interesting to see how each of them kind of fare and how their interior design skills kind of evolve over the series. I absolutely love it. I'm pretty sure if you can't catch them on BBC iPlayer, I'm pretty sure they're on Netflix. It's a bit of a shame though, because it used to be Fern Cotton she hosted the first season of it, and I loved her. They've now swapped it with Alan Carr, and I'm just like, I'm not the biggest Alan Carr fan myself. I'm not really against him. I just never really watched like the kind of things that he did. And I don't find him all that funny. I think he tries a bit hard, especially in the series, and you can kind of tell the interior designers sometimes are just there like, yeah, okay. So he's a bit of an odd one. Like, he's not exactly an interior designer, and he's not the best host in the world. So if you can look past Alan Carr, it's a great, great series. I would definitely recommend it. So my plan of action is to get my makeup off, start making some dinner. Then I think I'm going to sit down and enjoy an evening of interior design master. So I will pick back up with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day now, and I'm just about to get myself ready for the day. My hair is looking really fluffy this morning. I think we're going to need a little bit of a rezhuzh in a minute. I just put some dry shampoo, so I think that's probably why it's turned out so fluffy. But I'm just about to do my makeup, and I thought now is the perfect time to show you what I think of the Touche Éclat primer, because loads of you guys were asking me, and I realised I didn't show you also. Can we just appreciate how I always find it so funny how different my face ends up, like colour-wise, to the rest of my body. But no worries, makeup will fix that and make sure that my face is the same colour as the rest of my body. I fake tanned last night, so that's why I'm looking very bronzed this morning. But oh my god, this primer is absolutely amazing. So I've already done my morning skincare, cleansed, moisturised, all of that good stuff, and I'm now ready for my makeup. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but when you first apply, it's almost got these like gold flecks in it. I think you can kind of just about see it there. It looks like, basically looks like a serum but with gold flecks in, but it applies so nicely on the skin. It does feel a little bit oily when you first put it on. It smells amazing as well, but it just feels so nice on your skin once you kind of like rub it in and really kind of get it into the skin. Oh, it just feels so nice. And I just feel like it gives such a gorgeous, just kind of like, it really is like a blur to the skin. Like, I almost feel like, without even putting any foundation on, my skin is just a little bit more kind of like airbrushed, which, I don't know, maybe that sounds a little bit silly, but I just love how it looks and how it feels. It feels like I've given my skin a really good drink as well, which is nice. The only thing is that it doesn't have SPF in it like my Laura Mercier primer, but no worries, because we just use instead the Typology SPF, which I already put on this morning. Didn't show you that, but I put this one on instead. I'm not really planning on leaving the house, so I don't really need too much SPF on, but I always like to have it on anyway. And then just to kind of show you how the foundation goes over the top, this is the Code 8 Radiant BB Cream, which is just one of my favorites. I'm really loving like a really, really light, easy makeup at the moment. Like, this makeup doesn't really take me more than maybe 15 minutes because I just love how lightweight, easy to apply, and just simple it is. Okay, so that is literally just the lightest layer of the BB cream, and I really do feel like, especially alongside the primer, it is just giving me such an airbrush. It's not a heavy foundation. Like, I know a lot of people like a bit heavier foundations. I like something really lightweight that I can barely feel on my skin. Literally feels like a second skin to me. And with this primer, oh my god, it just, oh, I absolutely love it. I feel like it really does give such a like perfecting zhuzh. I really, really love it. This has just been an absolute game changer for me. So I will link this down below. I was really, really kindly sent it from YSL Beauty. I will link it down below for you guys if you do want to shop it. But it's one that I don't think I would have ever reached for, because I don't know, just looking at it, I would have thought it's a bit gimmicky, like especially with the fact that it's got gold flecks, and I would have been like, I do not want gold flecks on my face. You don't get any gold flecks. You just get this really nice, like, perfected, airbrushed glow to your skin. So I'm absolutely loving it. Other than the primer, I haven't really changed much with my makeup at the moment, so cue the time lapse. We'll just do a quick one, get myself ready for the day, and then I have a few newer bits to show you.
You said that you needed me like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know my day.
So I am dressed and ready for the day. Just gave my hair a little bit of a rezhuzh. I don't think it's too bad for day 2 hair. I have finally managed to book in for my haircut in a couple of weeks time, which I am so excited about. I mentioned in a video before that it's getting too long. You guys were all really lovely about it, but you know when you prefer your hair in like a particular way, and I definitely think that it's more me when it's shorter. It's a lot more manageable, it's a lot less difficult to style, it lasts a lot longer. I feel like my hair's quite damaged at the moment as well, so I'm really excited about getting that done. But just got dressed for the day, and I've decided to put on a little bit of a different lip. I was in the mood for something a little bit darker, so this is the Givenchy, let me remind myself, this is the Givenchy Beauty in Beige Caraman. I will link it down below. It's a really, really nice, just like quite a matte but quite a natural nudie colour. But I've gone for a really simple outfit of the day today. I was just in the mood for something super simple, super basic, so I've got my favourite pair of wide leg trousers on. Now I do get asked about these a lot. I have had these altered. They were way too long on me, but they were such high quality, such a gorgeous pair of trousers that I thought it's worth it. And it definitely has been, because I've worn them so much. So I'll link these down below. And I've just gone for a little white shirt over the top. I've got it a little bit open so you can see my Monica Vanilla necklace. I honestly cannot get enough of this necklace. I absolutely love how it looks. But I'm loving this outfit, just super simple, quite like spring outfit of the day. This is like very how I'm feeling today, just classic, simple, timeless. But I had a couple of deliveries arrive that I wanted to unbox with you guys, because there are some really cute spring pieces in these packages, so I thought you'd really like to see them. Okay, so we've got a couple of new in bits from a couple of different brands, and I feel like these are two very different brands, like different price points and different styles, but you guys know what I'm like. I love being able to like mix and match what's in my wardrobe, price points, different styles, different kind of brands and things like that. So first up, I picked up a couple of pieces from a French Connection. Now I feel like French Connection are a real, like the epitome of a mid-price pointed, like luxury high street brand. They're on the same kind of tier as like Reese and Whistles and things like that, and I really love their pieces. I feel like they have some really gorgeous pieces in their spring summer collection at the moment, and the first one I picked up is this absolutely stunning little blouse. Now you guys know how much I love blouses in spring summer. I love wearing like shirts and tops and just really nice like things to pair with trousers and jeans. I absolutely love it, and when I saw this I just fell in love. It's this really gorgeous like broderie anglaise white blouse, and it's absolutely stunning. It has these huge sleeves. Like, I love a puff sleeve when it comes to spring dressing. I find it very flattering, especially being a shorter girl. It's something I've spoken a little bit about, especially in my petite girl guides over on my Instagram, but something with a puff shoulder and a puff sleeve, it will actually make you look a little bit taller and elevate your outfit a bit. So I find it very flattering. But I just absolutely love this. I picked it up in a medium, and I feel like it's going to be perfect just paired with like high-waisted trousers, jeans, anything like that. It is just absolutely adorable. Okay, so I've just styled this top up with a pair of blue jeans, which is how they kind of styled it up on the website, and I really like how it looks. I was a little bit worried, I'm not gonna lie, because being a shorter girl, sometimes when there's very specific design details that rely on the length of your torso, it can be a little bit tricky, because obviously my torso is a bit shorter, but I do think it works. Like, I think it hits the jeans at a really nice point. It's got a little zip on the side to help you get in and out of it, and I love the little buttons that run down it. I think they're super cute, and just look at those puff sleeves. They are absolutely amazing. I love the scallop detail. I think I've got that tucked in at the back. I really love the scallop detail that runs around it. It's so super cute. This is such an adorable little blouse. I love it so much. And then next I picked up the cutest little smock dress I have ever seen. It's this really interesting kind of like stripe, but it's so thin that you can barely see it. So it's a really gorgeous like beigey and neutral colour, which I think is really lovely. I've got so many white dresses in my wardrobe, it's sometimes a little bit nice to go for something a little bit different and a little bit of a different colourway. So I thought this was really cute. I love the frill detail here, this kind of like frill on the collar. Again, it's got slight puff sleeve, but not as much as the top, and it's basically like a smock style. But you guys know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be adding a belt to this, because I find adding belts, number one, cinches in your waist, number two, pulls up the length of the dress so it fits really well. Number three, is just such a flattering silhouette on short and curvy girls like myself. So I really love that kind of style. I feel like there's lots of different occasions that you could wear this dress to. I feel like this kind of thing you could dress up or dress down, and it's a great transitional piece. So like for now you could wear it with boots, like maybe knee-high boots and a little jacket over the top, and then when summer truly hits you can pair it with sandals or trainers or sliders. I feel like this is the kind of dress that I will get a lot of wear out of. How flippin' adorable is this dress? If this isn't just the most Ellie dress you've seen, I don't know what is. It is so cute. I love how it looks. Just such a cute little flippy skirt. Love how the belt just really cinches it in. I've just started up with a black belt, but you could choose any colour. I feel like a raffia belt might look really nice and a little bit more summery than black, but I think for like spring, a black belt and a pair of black boots would look really cute. It's got these really interesting details on the cuffs, this little bow, which I think is super cute, and the puff is very subtle. Now I went for a small in this just because I do find that with smock dresses they always come a bit oversized, and I'm very glad I went for a small because I think it fits perfectly in size. It's got an interesting hem. Have you seen that red? Very interesting, so you can kind of just see it as you walk, but I love the fact that I've been able to just kind of like pull it up and make it a perfect length on me as a shorter girl. But it does mean that if you're taller than me, you don't have to like pull it as much here. You can kind of leave it a little bit longer and it will just fit so perfectly on length no matter what height you are. So I'm so happy with how this dress looks. It's just the cutest thing, the kind of dress I can totally picture myself seeing all throughout spring. And then we picked up some mitts from In The Style. Now this literally just arrived this morning, so I haven't even had a chance to open it and unbox it with you guys, so I thought we could do that together. Now In The Style, In The Style's a brand that I don't often shop at, but they had some really cute pieces in for spring summer, and I sometimes think it's quite nice to, like, as I say, mix up the price points, go for different kind of options. So I've got a few really like classic pieces from a bit more of a higher price pointed brand, and then a few really gorgeous spring summer pieces from a much more affordable brand, and they had some really adorable bits. Now I'm not gonna lie, I think these bits might need a bit of a steam before I try them on, because I feel like just being able to steam your clothes makes such a difference to how they look. But the first thing I picked up is this adorable little white smock dress. Now I have a like strappy version from last year that I picked up from ASOS, and I love it so much, but I really love something with a bit of sleeves. I think I've spoken about this before, but I'm not the biggest fan of like the tops of my arms, especially from the side. I just feel like they're very like wide. It's a really odd one to be insecure about, but it's quite nice to have something that just kind of covers that a little bit more, covers your shoulders. It's a little bit more respectful if you're going somewhere where you need your shoulders covered, and it's a really gorgeous length. It's like a mid-axi length, which is just my favorite kind of length when it comes to spring summer dresses. But I just thought this was such a cute one, great for, you know, just pottering about in the garden, just, you know, going for a picnic with friends. If you just want something really super comfy, like this to me is a Sunday dress, the kind of thing where I want to look nice but still be super comfortable. Oh my goodness, is this not just the most Ellie dress you have ever seen? Please excuse my little socks. But I just love how this dress looks. It's so gorgeous, like really flattering, really comfortable and easy to wear. I love these little puff shoulder sleeves. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. You can always wear them off shoulder as well if you want something, I think that's like a little bit more formal, and then this is much more just like daytime chilling in the garden. I love the shirred detail around the bust. I always find that a very flattering detail. And I love how it looks. I think it's just so super simple, a really easy dress just to grab out of your wardrobe. Looks way more expensive than it actually is. This is just the cutest. In the bag of goodness, I think it's all dresses in this bag, but so many cute pieces. I'm definitely going to give them a steam before I try them on, because I feel like you'll be able to see how they look a lot better. But it's another sheared dress, basically the same thing, but pink polka dots. How adorable is this? This kind of looks like it's a little bit bigger, but they do have a tie at the back, so I feel like you'll be able to cinch it in at the back. I picked them up in a 12 because I wanted them to be like super comfortable, but I'm kind of wondering if I should have gone for a 10. We will know in the try on. You would have already seen if the white one fit, and if the white one fit, then hopefully this one fits. But I just thought this was super cute. It's like pink polka dot running down it. Very girly, very feminine, but another gorgeous like weekend dress. You just want to be super comfortable. I really love just wearing dresses when I'm just going to be like pottering about, you know, in the flat, just minding my own thing, doing my own thing. I absolutely love these, and they're also great if you work from home and you want something really comfortable but still like work friendly, work appropriate for in the summer. I love them. The pink one is just as cute as well. They fit so nicely in size. I definitely think this little light tie at the back helps just to kind of like pull it in and cinch in the waist bit here. Otherwise, sometimes I do find with these dresses they can look a little bit like frumpy, but I don't think these look frumpy at all. I love how easy these are to wear. You literally don't have to wear a bra with this if you don't want. You can wear strapless, you can wear a normal bra, and again, you can wear it off shoulder as well if you wanted to. It is very feminine, this one. Like, this is very girly, so if girliness isn't your thing, then stick with the white. But I do really like this. I think it's just absolutely adorable. Okay, now next up is a dress that's either going to look absolutely gorgeous or not quite right. It's this absolutely stunning mini broderie on glaze white dress, but the thing what I'm saying might not look right is it looks like it's going to be a bit of an odd length on me, so we'll have to see what it looks like on. I might be able to belt it and pull it up, we will have to see, but I fell in love with the off-shoulder Bardot style of it. I really love a Bardot at the moment. I think I've spoken about this quite a lot, but I feel like it's a really nice just like way of showing a little bit more shoulder. I like to be able to have like my collarbone on show. I think it's very flattering, and as someone who doesn't have big shoulders, I find Bardots that have like a frill, something that comes up a bit wider than your shoulders, is a lot more flattering. So I thought this could look really nice. Again, be just a super comfortable, super easy to wear dress. These are the kind of things that you don't mind, like, you know, wearing somewhere where you might get a little bit grubby, you're going to be sitting on the floor or something like that. This is what I really love about these dresses, is because they're so affordable, you're not as precious with them. They're just really nice ones, really easy to wash. You can wear them and not have to worry. I love that about them. So this is the one I was least sure about, and I definitely am not going to be keeping this. It's not overly cute. It's absolutely huge. It's the same size as all the others. All of these are a 12. I think if I was to have got this, it would have had to be a 10, even an 8, which I'm not normally an 8, but it's just very big everywhere. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm short, and the length is just not a cute length. Like, I think they should have cut it here. That would have been so much better, so you just get like a little bit more leg. So not too bad, considering it's the only one that I'm planning on sending back, but a bit of a shame. Kind of newer. I feel like I can always tell with clothes what's going to be a win and what's not, and this is just definitely not a win. Okay, and this last dress, this is going to look like nothing as I hold it up like this, but it's a really stunning satin shirt dress, and I love a shirt dress for spring summer. I feel like getting a shirt dress right, like getting the perfect shirt dress, just is such a classic in your spring summer wardrobe. I really love it. So I would just add a belt with this. I thought it came with a belt, but clearly it doesn't. I think they must have just styled it up on the website. I picked this up in a 12 and it's looking very big. I think I've got all of them in 12s. They're all coming up quite big, so maybe don't go for a size up, go for your true to size. We'll have to see. I think it's nice to have it a little bit looser so that I can really cinch in that waist and really pull in that silhouette. I think this material is really nice actually. Like, it feels quite thick for a shirt dress, which is going to be quite nice because it means I'm not going to have to worry too much about what underwear I wear underneath, it getting too see-through. I think this is a great one, again, for like if you're working in an office, you want to look super smart, you want to be dressed appropriately, but want something nice and lightweight for when the weather does start to get a bit warmer again. Fingers crossed it happens soon, but I think this is going to be a gorgeous dress for spring summer. So this did come with a belt. It literally just fell out when I was getting the dress out of the packaging, so it's just sitting on the floor. So as I was getting the dress and I was like, oh, hang on a second, it does come with a belt. So this is the belt that comes with the dress, but I would definitely recommend you can like use your own belt. I always think that adding your own belt makes it look a little bit more expensive, but I really love this dress. I think this dress looks so much more chic and so much more expensive than it actually is. It's like a really gorgeous, quite a thick satin, and I always find that thick satin just kind of like falls a bit nice and just looks so much more spenny than it actually is. So I think this is a gorgeous dress, just something really easy to wear. I'd probably wear it with just like trainers and a little basket bag for like a weekend style. You could easily style this up with like, you know, some loafers and your work bag if you wanted to wear this into the office in summer. But I love how it looks. I think it's such a cute shirt dress. We are ending on a high here. What an adorable little piece. I love it. Okay, so it's a little while later now. I basically just spent the afternoon on work calls, doing worky bits, getting my bish together. But one thing that I actually almost forgot to tell you, you may have already seen that I've been wearing it. My ring, my Pandora halo ring. I got it back, guys. I found it. I thought I lost it when we came back from Switzerland. Turns out it was in a random makeup bag, and I clearly must have just like chucked it in after seeing it and been like, oh, don't want to lose that. Just put it in here and then it's safe. And then the irony of that is, for a good month or so I did lose it, but we've got it back now, so that's all that really matters. So I'm so glad that I can wear it again. I really love the silver paired with the gold. I just think it's so cool. I love mixing my metals, you guys know I do. I always love mixing brands and metals and styles. It's just my favourite thing to do with my jewellery, other than the fact that I'm wearing this pearl necklace non-stop at the moment. But I thought I would just come on and sign the video off here, because I feel like it's been a couple of days of a lot of info being thrown at you. So I really hope you enjoyed seeing the new in pieces, the new in skincare. Let me know if you want to see an updated skincare routine. I can definitely do that for you guys, and I really hope the change of schedule is okay. I've been really thinking about, like, sometimes quality is better than quantity, and I'm hoping that 2 videos a week are going to be more manageable for me, but also maybe a bit more enjoyable for you, because sometimes when there's too much content, like, you just get a bit overwhelmed and you can't catch up with it all. So yeah, I hope the change of schedule is okay. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, make sure to do that now. It would absolutely make my day if you do, because we are so close to 12k subscribers now, which absolutely blows my mind. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.